Okay, so I wrote this poem the night after the election, and I was inspired by it when I wore a blue polo shirt to school the next day, and I kind of realized that blue is the color of the Virgin Mary, and who better to think about when we're going to be in the control of this horrible, evil man than to think of and call upon the woman who was free of original sin. And my favorite interpretation of Mary is La Virgen Guadalupe, who is like the most beloved saint in all of Mexico. And she means a lot to me because I am half Mexican, and I wrote a poem that just illustrates.
It's Mexican.
That paints a picture of what I think our mother Guadalupe is going to do for her people the next 4 years. And I decided to make it as Mexican as possible because that's the best way for me to wrap it right now. Okay, so here is Guadalupe during the next 4 years. She asked the angels to sing songs so the people will be comforted. They need to feel her light. She translated her Nahuatl to Spanish and English to better address her children in the motion of flight. She looked after all of them, even their allies, but this made her want to faint on the floor. So she traveled from house to house, saying this blessing, then marking the cross on the door. Am I not here who am your mother? Are you not in the folds of my mantle? Is there anything else you need? Her blue robes tore as she felt the workers tug them, burying their faces, crying, help! Her throat grew dry while answering the people's consistent, tragic question, why? Yet she traveled from house to house, saying this blessing, then marking the cross on the door, am I not here who am your mother? Are you not in the folds of my mantle? Is there anything else you need? When you look her in the eye, she looks at this country as though it is a snake. She wants us to shed its skin of hate and pain and reemerge as something for all time. When you look her in the eye, she looks at her fighters as though they are eagles. They will let the sun glint off the feathers on their wings to burn away the ignorance and fear of other eagles who were convinced that they were only dirty pigeons. When you look her in the eye, she looks at the love and strength she provides as though it was a jaguar, because it is awake during the latest hours of the night, and it can see in total darkness, so it can find the people who need its assistance. Before this funeral procession draws to a close, she wants you to scream out your agony and kneel before the tombstone of our nation, offering it the food that kept its laborers and slaves alive. Let her take you down, because she's going to strawberry fields. Because that's the place where this aching is the most real, with poor farm workers having everything to get hung about, wondering if they'll work at strawberry fields forever. And when each day is done and she drifts off to sleep, she might be too tired to retreat to the kingdom of heaven. So I ask you to wrap her in your coat, if you see her, as a small token of thanks for what she's done for your brethren.